Hello YouTube, Own Soldier 86 here with the next part in the tutorial series on how to make levels in Smash Brothers 64. Last time I was just saving this box. I labeled it box1.bmp, saved it at the highest quality I could. And let's take another look. Other than walls, what are the other important pieces that I like to grab for Smash Brothers levels are platforms. And it's the same picture here, it looks like, as what we had over here, the same kind of brick texture. And I want to make this into some sort of a platform. So we're going to mess around with this a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing an area of 64 by 32. Okay, so it's the full area that I can do here. And I'm also leaving this side. And I'll explain why in just a second. We're going to copy that. New. Okay. Paste. You'll get fast at this too. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, so if you're following along with me and having a hard time keeping up, it's okay. Take your time. Now, what I'm going to do is the same thing I did with this last texture where I took this side, copied, pasted, and flipped it on this side. We're going to do the whole side like this. We're going to find about probably up to this. I'm going to measure it up to this blue line right here. We're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it, move it over. And then I'm going to flip that so we can get that all lined up really nice. Let's do this. Might have been a little hard to see how that was accomplished, but I'm doing a little guesstimating too, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the closer you can get to how it'll look on the opposite side, the better. Yeah, it looks like that's really, really close. You can even count. We have one line of blue, one line of brown, one line of blue. It's exactly the same over here. That means we did a perfect job mirroring that. And once again, like we did with the other images, we're going to fill in the extra alpha space with some black. There we go. Now we have ourselves a platform. So far, the textures that we've been grabbing have been the side references, except for this box. Like I said before, we could take this and do it on the top or the bottom or the left or the right. And so far, these, we're going to account for just the side, as if you were looking from the perspective of playing Sonic 2 and you're seeing the side of this platform. But we're going to need to start making textures that will work for the top as what I would consider the floor, and also the bottom, which I would also consider the ceiling. And one of the things I like to do is grab just a small chunk of the top portion of a wall. And we're going to go ahead and do this right now. Copy, new, and we're going to make it 64 by 64. Now this is going to seem a little unusual. Paste. But what I'm going to do is I have a couple options. One, I can expand this down, and it kind of smears that texture out. This probably doesn't look very good. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see it kind of looks like some sort of I don't know, it looks like a Scantron, if anyone remembers what those are. So we're not going to do the texture like that. Instead, what I might do is copy and paste, and just kind of move these down like this. And this is going to, in fact, create a very nice floor texture. Also, notice the orientation is facing from bottom to top. We're going to want to change that so it's side to side. And I'm going to do that by selecting the whole image and rotating 90 degrees. There we go. So now I've created a floor texture that will work very well with this side texture. So when I model this in game, these two textures can be used in conjunction with each other. Another thing I can do is account for the ceiling, which will be the bottom of this object, and I will take that brick texture and do the same thing. I'm going to do that in the next video.